Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the Post-Apocalyptic News Radio, your only source for the latest goings-on in little corner of the post-apocalyptic wasteland we call home. Our top story tonight: a hotel opens its doors, reviving a dying industry. More on that later. For now, let's look at tomorrow's weather report. The storm is expected to continue on through tomorrow. The heavy rains are starting to show signs of flooding around major waterways. Though we expect the storms to die down soon, the flooding should not be cause for alarm. That said, it's always better to be over-prepared. No one would think it poor judgment to bring out the sandbags. Wind speeds are holding at 15 kilometers per hour and temperatures are dropping to a comfortable cool 20 degrees Celsius. Tonight we can expect it to drop to 19. Tornadoes have been roaming about the wasteland, and it is a miracle no active settlements have been hit yet. Stay indoors when possible, stay underground if you can. You'll make it through this. Now let's move on to less bleak situations. Let's talk survival. More accurately, let's talk survival cooking. More specifically, let's talk quality survival culinary. Most of us haven't had a decent meal since the world ended, living off the scraps of the world past or risking contaminated meat hunted from our new furry friends. Often bland or bitter, these meals leave us wanting. However, thanks to a kind soul traveling the wastes, I know a few things you can do to better your meals. I confess, this is, at best, a cooking-adjacent tip. Gardening is quite the pastime. One of the best things that you can do to feed your family, in fact. Many seeds are available, but many of you have had difficulty in growing. The fact is that this land is infertile, dry, desert-like, and lacking vital nutrients. Fortunately, by nothing short of a miracle, it supports a microbiome capable of growing foods, leaving you with a simple task of fertilizing your garden. Many settlements have night soil repositories, where you can sell waste for a paltry sum of cubes. For that same price, you can withdraw a pound of waste infused with vitamins and minerals necessary for your crops, and spread it through your garden. I encourage all of you, with green thumbs or with no skill at all, grow your foods. Feed your families and ask the repository for a planting guide to tell you when to plant things. Moving on. Friends, families, and loved ones have all been separated by the vast wasteland. Our mailing services are unreliable, facing the dangers of the wastes alone. They risk their lives that we are not forgotten or estranged. By popular harassment, we're closing that distance. Stay tuned for Letters from Home. This letter is from Fiona Gilmore, addressed to PANR. To read for one Hannah B. The letter reads, Hannah, you'll never believe what Mary did yesterday. She went and signed on to a ship, sailing to who knows where. They'll surely find themselves between Skyla and Charybdis, or worse yet, diving into those horrors. I only hope she comes home safe before too long. Fiona. I admit the ocean waters are a dangerous place, but I'm sure Mary will be fine. If you'd like detailed statistics regarding ships, their sinking, and animal engagement, see your local FDN representative. They'll have all the documentation on hand. If you'd like your letter read on air, send it to us with your name and the person it's intended for. Now, I fear I must go for a time. Our benefactors must have a word with you. But don't touch that dial, because we'll be back very soon. I grew weary of ads, so I purchased this one to give you a moment of silence. Listen to the rain, the wind blowing. Take on the measure of this moment in time. And we're back with more of the latest. The world outside has changed. The environment has grown cruel and harsh. Water and food have become prized commodities, and all the creatures we once knew have had to adapt. Some are kind, some strange, many monstrous. Let's discuss our new wasteland fauna. In homes by the Mogsyv River, they tell stories of Wifmen who dance on the water as though it were ice. They are beautiful with flowing black hair, colorful dresses and faces like angels. As they dance atop the flowing water, they beckon children and Wifmen to the river. As they wade deeper into the river, the Wifmen dance around the person, hiding them from view of the shore. When the shore is out of sight, the visage of these Wifmen change to rotten, falling flesh, with wire-like hair and torn white tresses. With bony hands they grab whosoever had come to them into the water, never to be seen again. Those who tell the story say the screams of the drowned linger after the body is gone. Beware the banks of the Mogsyv River, and do not give in to the temptation of the Wifmen of Mogsyv. Moving right along. It's no secret that this world is a dangerous place. People have grown desperate and taken to helping themselves to your stuff when you're least prepared. Stay ready. Stay informed of the latest reported bandit movements. A group of arsonists is on the loose, naming themselves Charcoal Farm, a group of 7 members who brought down 3 homes. They seem to be trending south-southwest from Darth. Now onto our top story tonight. Hotels are a dying industry, with no more than 2 in all our wasteland. But thanks to Phosphosmus, a new chain is opened with locations available in all major settlements. With a mission of providing comfort to travelers and creating more employment opportunities, this is a miracle that many desperately needed. With a price of 5 cubes a night, even a pauper could afford to stay. So get a roof over your head and a bed under your back and rest a while. Things are getting a little easier. But with that, I'm afraid we're out of time. I should like to thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the very best. And if you're truly out there, good luck.